When Lego first came out with their Jazz Quartet set, it came with a piano player, a bass player, a drummer, and my personal favorite, a trumpet player, because trumpet was my instrument back in school. But when I think of jazz ensembles, there's an instrument that seems very noticeably missing. Well, I'm here today to fix that. Hi, I'm Joe, and this is the Jazz Saxophonist, Rebrickable model Mach 148669 by Blockhead72. And what makes this model even more special to me is that my daughter Julie has taken up the saxophone. She only started playing 3 years ago, and in that time she has grown to be quite talented. She has won numerous medals in the state solo and ensemble competitions, and is playing her first solo in the school jazz band later this week. This Rebrickable model is just coincidentally a woman with long brown hair, or in this case it used reddish brown bricks, so it even somewhat resembles my daughter. And even more coincidentally, the Jazz Quartet set is actually hers, so I put this model together so that she could add it to her own set. Now, this particular Rebrickable designer has also made a guitarist and a singer, and all three of those models are meant to go with the Jazz Quartet. So let's take a closer look here at the Saxophonist and check out the details. Now, this is a 390-piece Mach. I sourced all the parts through 3 Bricklink orders. There really wasn't a whole lot that was rare or unusual except for one piece, which is this 1 by 2 by 1 2/3. It is a trans orange piece with studs on both sides and on top, but not on the sides. So I think that is an unusual piece. I only was able to find in Bricklink that this piece was in trans orange or dark bluish gray. There may be some other variant of this mold that I don't know about, but this was pretty much the most unusual piece in the model, and it just goes inside the saxophone player's head. So the style of build is very similar to what we've got for the humans in the Jazz Quartet, where this is a woman wearing a white top and black pants. The saxophone is made up of these pearl gold elements. It also has a bit of stage for her to sit on. There's also a chair that she sits on, and there's a 2x2 plate that keeps her attached to that, so she's not just floating on there. And this is made to, if you make the other 2 models, that you can add it to the front here of the Jazz Quartet so that you could actually have a 7-piece ensemble. There's also this boom mic here, which might actually be more trouble than it's worth, because the instructions also came with this amplifier or speaker or whatever it is, and this piece here is supposed to be attached to the microphone, but it tends to make either the microphone bend out of the way, or it causes this to flip over because it's just too stiff. So this is obviously an optional display piece. The hair on the Saxophonist here is a mixture of mostly dark red bricks along with some dark reddish brown and a few pink accessories here in the hair, and it looks like almost like a place for an earring, or it could just be another hair accessory. One change I made to the Rebrickable model is, and you can barely see it, it's this hinge piece right here in the middle that's gray. The instructions call for a tan piece, or what Lego calls brick yellow, which is actually the color here, like in the shoulder area. But it also notes that that piece is rare and could be expensive, so I went ahead and just got the gray piece. The other skin-toned pieces here are the light nougat color, but you don't end up needing a whole lot of those pieces. The floor here has a pattern of just triangular tiles. I ordered the wrong number of tiles, so there's actually a mistake in here, but I tried to hide it by putting it under the chair. And there's also, in the Rebrickable instructions, a few extra pieces, like this piece here is not actually part of the model. It's meant to go over there if you actually build the other parts that go with the singer and the guitarist. Thanks for checking out my build of the Jazz Saxophonist. As of this moment, my daughter Julie does not realize that I have built this, although I'm sure she suspects something, considering every time she practices, I've been asking her to send me the recordings. And if you notice that I do put some little bits of saxophone music at the end of my videos, and I've sprinkled them in throughout this video, that is her playing, and that is music that she has performed and written herself. And I do that mostly because I'm proud of how well she's progressing and how well she's playing, but also because I'm too cheap to pay for actual music. But thanks for watching, and remember, today is a good day to build.